As a preface for this video, I would just like to let you know, I am currently sick, my voice sounds bad, I understand. I also have a slight speech impediment that makes it hard for me to properly enunciate some words, so if I sound a little off, if I say something a little iffy, I apologize. I'm not feeling the best this week, but I still wanted to get something out for you guys. I hope you all enjoy the video, and see you next time. Hello my little cassettes and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about the price of video games and just how outrageous it's getting. The price of video games has been skyrocketing since video games were first released. Now, while this doesn't seem like a problem, and most of the time this can be chalked up to inflation, recently it seems like that's not quite the case. Grand Theft Auto 6, as I'm sure many of you are aware, is planned to come out soon. Rockstar, however, and Take-Two Interactive are planning to launch the game at $70 to $100 for the base game. While I understand games take a lot of money to produce, Grand Theft Auto 5 was one of the most popular games ever made and has brought in billions if not trillions of dollars. Which really doesn't make any sense, right? So why would they be charging more for the next game if they know they're going to have sales in their pockets? The answer is quite simple. Human greed. As we talked about before, greed can be a driving force for humans. It's just in our nature. If we want something, we try and get it. And in our society that values money more so than time, usually, we ask for more and more, including these developers. And if Grand Theft Auto 6 does release at $100 for the game, other companies will continue to keep that pricing for themselves. I understand this can be a worrying concern for most. After all, most people who are buying a video game buy that video game with whatever they have saved up if they're children, whatever they have spare if they have a job, or whatever their friend has that wants to gift it to them. Most of the time, especially in more computer-oriented spaces for video games, pricing plays a huge role in when something actually gets sold. If you've ever used Steam or Epic Games, or any online retailer for video games, you understand that sales are a huge driving factor. That's right, whenever something's on discount, we want it more. That's just to be expected. Nothing wrong with that, of course. But we need to make sure that we're actually being smart with our money in this society, especially, as I've also talked about before, with the price of groceries, gas, and even rent just raising up so high. It's more important now than it ever has been to watch your money and try and preserve it as much as possible. So a $100 game just really is out of the realm for most people, especially those who were fans of Grand Theft Auto 5 and have had the game since 2013. I also understand that even though Grand Theft Auto 5 is over a decade old, it has continued to stay very high in the charts. And while I understand that, even with the price staying mostly at $60 until recently, when most places have put it on sale for $30, or even less, like Epic Games having a sale for $5, I think, pretty recently, a couple of times. Games shouldn't be hard to access as a consumer. That's that simple. We shouldn't have to work harder just to get something to enjoy our days off or our time after a hard day's of work. That's why we have our next topic, pirating. Many people in the gaming community have been pirating video games ever since it's been an option. While this is an illegal thing and does take away profits from these consumers, it's something that many people do. And the reason why people pirate games is simply because they don't have the money, or they're just not great people. But most of the time, whenever a game is heavily pirated, it's because the price point is too high for the game. Now I want you, the audience, to go do something. I want you to go look at whatever video games you have in your collection and figure out how much they cost. Tally up the total costs and tell me. Did you get them on sale? Did you get them whenever they were cheaper than what they are at normal price? If you did, that makes sense. If not, are you angry that everything got cheaper? That there were so many sales that made that game more accessible and less costly to everyone else? That creates a great divide right there. The greed that follows spreads. And that really shouldn't be the case. Anyway, this video is a little different, I know, a little more of a rant and less research. But I just want you to know, your money is valuable, you're valuable, and if anything happens, prioritize yourself over work, over school, over anything else. Your health is more important. Keep that in mind. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit rewind.